Its child is burnout would not want to care about how they look up.
Nobody cares about teachers or cares.
So we need to take care of ourselves.
Sometimes one of the ways you can know that a teacher is going through burnout is her relationship with their fellow colleague.
Yeah, you should really want to talk about that. That's true.
The relationship with their fellow colleague, I really realize that this person is burnout. Any little thing gets them upset.
They just lash out.
We just lash out. You can tell that this person is burnout, and sometimes you see them struggling to meet up with deadline.
That was the first time I was hearing a school head say that. He said, Ivy, take care of yourself. What did I say? Take care of yourself. If you die, you will get another science teacher. Hi everyone, welcome back to Teachers Timeout, your weekly space to breathe, reflect, and refresh. It's another exciting episode here, and we are tackling a very important topic that we carry but we are silent about, and we feel that teachers should do something about it. We give all the care, but the question is, who takes care of the caregivers? So I am will I say blessed? I'm blessed and excited to have three personalities here with me today again in this episode. I'm sure you've seen their faces before. They are not new faces. I'm Ivy. I'm going to be your host as usual. I will start by introducing the lady wearing my color. Welcome to SITS, Miss Praise.
All right, thank you very much. My name is Praise Bachiko. I am a humanities teacher. I am an educator and a therapist. Thank you for having me.
We're glad to have you here again.
Thank you.
Over to you, sir.
I'm Judge Stephen, and I'm a math teacher for primary.
We're glad to have you back, Mr. Steve. He gave us a line last time, multiple streams of suffering. I'm still thinking about that. Over to you, babe.
All right, I'm Miss Tina Amadi. I'm a diction instructor. Thank you very much for having me, okay?
We're glad to have you here. Welcome, everyone. So straight up, we're talking about teachers' burnout. Self-care to those or to teachers who give it all. So I'd like us to start with, what are those signs that we see that will make you know that this teacher or teachers are being burnt out? Because I believe there are signs. There are lots of signs. Ms. Praise, I'd like to hear from you first.
All right, I actually think that their physical appearance, you can actually care from their physical appearance, because its child is burnout would not want to care about how they look up. Most times you see them, their hair is looking like, in fact, they're even tied. Them looking like they're suffering. But actually, you don't blame them, because it's safe from the kind of job they do. Teaching is very, very demanding.
Yeah.
So I feel you can actually see that from their physical appearance. See some of them looking very tired. Some of them are just trying to, that is, they just, let me get home. So you see from their appearance, you can actually tell that, oh, this teacher is actually burned out.
Okay. So appearance is one. Apart from appearance, what about, do we think lack of motivation is part of it? Because I feel that's also a sign, lack of motivation.
I was trying to add to the appearance.
Yeah, you can.
About motivation.
Okay.
First thing, talking about how the person talks.
Okay.
Not talking as if he or she is very tired, not
Fatigue, right?
yes, kind of. Is there talking in a way that people want to hear what he or she has to say? Or in this case, you're talking and then people are able having pity. Are you okay? What's the way you're talking? And then they're trying to find out if there's something wrong with you and all that.
Okay.
That can also give a sign that there's something is on someone.
All right, Mr. Steve.
Yeah, it's a very interesting question. Teachers burnout. It's real.
Very real. I'm sure everybody has an experience to share.
So like the American soldiers, after going to war in a line,
This man always has it like that.
most of them returning back home, they go out, they begin to suffer from PTSD and post-traumatic stress disorder. So it's the same thing with teachers too. But just that nobody cares about teachers or cares.
So we need to take care of ourselves.
Sometimes one of the ways you can know that a teacher is going through burnout is her relationship with their fellow colleague.
Yeah, it's true. I never thought about that. That's true.
The relationship that feel colleague, I really realize that this person is burnout. Any little thing gets them upset.
They just lash out.
We just last out, you can tell that this person is burnout. And sometimes you see them struggling to meet up with deadlines.
The deadlines, true.
These are challenges. These are situations where you can meet to tell that this person he really needs help. It's psychological help because it's mental exhaustion. They feel drained. Just like they said, you see them looking, you know that this person is really exhausted. He needs help. He needs a time out. He needs to rest.
Just sacking.
He needs to time out. Those are the ways you can know that there's really burnout.
I saw some they sleep. I've had that experience to take up.
They
Sleeping in class.
They're sleeping. Even I myself have been caught sometimes. It's just part of it.
It's fine.
This is what they even forget themselves. Like, take care. They're there, but their minds.
Sometimes they won't have a problem with reducing with their learners. Like, that's
Yeah.
why you see they're just little thing. They just transfer the frustration.
Yeah. Okay. Now these courses. What are the causes of this burnout? But before I go there, I would like us to share experience the times where you were burnout. How did you manage it? Or did you find help from the school management in any way? Or it was just your thing, you just had to I need to take care of myself before I pass out. There was a time I was ill, right? And my school head, I was admitted first and again, spent some days I was not in school. It happened again. I was going through a lot that period. So my emotions were not in the right place. And so when I came back to school, that was the first time I was hearing a school head say that. He said, Ivy, take care of yourself. What did I say? Take care of yourself. If you die, you will get another science teacher. So I think teachers need to know that it is just 1 minute of silence.
Me, I will tell you, you are not the owner's nest of care. Yes. That's the truth.
Yeah, that's the truth.
You today. They will even tell you. I went to a place that the HOS to tell us. I had lots of CB. I say,
Yeah.
so today you say, oh, I'm not coming again immediately. So and you know Nigeria now, you know the job opportunities. You know people are actually looking
For jobs, yeah.
So save your head because if anything should happen, maybe they will send Bombita to the hospital to come and see. That's all.
That's if even if that's if they will send.
Okay. There's a thing of wanting more money. And then contracts were coming, schools were calling, please we want this in our school, want take sharing, please what's money is involved? I'm there.
You're there.
I just get the contracts without minding if I have enough time to attend to all of that. And it was telling on me. It was really, really telling on me. At some point, if this money doesn't, even if it counts, and I end up in the hospital, have I even said for myself?
On drugs, right?
Cuts down on the number of contracts I guess just for me to be able to meet her.
Actually, admire though. Mr. Steve, is this multiple symptoms to suffering too? She does her own thing. It's not right.
Multiple symptoms.
Is that?
No, personally, I actually worked in a place
Yeah.
where I was employed as a cultural and creative arts teacher, right?
Okay.
And they told me my job description was actually to teach year 7 to 9. But especially
That's the problem we have in this in Nigeria.
issued. They told me, oh, you're going to have to sit as the class teacher for year 5. And I'm like, it's not part of my job.
I had same experience.
She said, don't worry, you will look like someone that will praise you. Your shoulder will be. Told me, you can do it. My sisters. I started with it in year 5. I was teaching 10 subjects in that class.
Wow.
And then I was made the dance and drama coordinator.
All right.
I was also in charge of their events. I was also in charge of decorations. Like there were times I had to, because they actually gave us lunch, but there were times I had to stay in class till 2 a.m.
Of course.
You ask me what I'm doing. And I'm this kind of person, I like to be seen as an assiduous teacher. I don't want you to feel like, oh, there's this, I'm portraying an academical attitude. So I want to keep up. Oh my goodness. Do you know, the funny thing is, most of these places, even when you tell them you're not feeling too good, they will think you're lying. And they expect you to still come to work. In fact, there was a time I was having a reaction and my whole face was swollen. I had to put on a nose mask. And went to school. I had to show my HOS to believe, so that I can believe that I'm not feeling good. Baba said I should go to the hospital, come back. And I'm like, I don't understand. I actually had to go to the hospital.
It happens to the Lord.
I came back to work. Calling, I know done. I said I'm coming. So I feel sometimes the school is even at fault.
It's not sometimes. Not sometimes. Most times.
And how
Most Nigerians so.
Jack of all trades.
Yeah.
How teachers are being treated in the school. They want to do everything to just save costs.
Yes.
So I'll say
See this one.
Yeah.
You know, the lesser the staff, the more the money. The more the staff, the lesser. So they have made their calculations. So they're
We need to make that point here. The more the money for the owners, not for even the
more
teachers.
the money for the owner.
Yeah.
because the salaries they are even paying the educators, they are not even something to write home about. I don't know. There are some schools that would even the tax they take from your salary
That's another part.
pay somebody else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they will not tell you when you are coming in.
Tell you. They will just you in your head, oh, they are paying me 150, they are paying me
200.
first salary is coming, 50K is leaving. You've not calculated your
Transportation.
feeding, and then workload. You wake up one morning and your HOS is calling you. Sorry, oh, you've been doing amazing. There's something I want you to do. Run away.
Well, I think I prefer the contracted you.
No, it's actually
That's why I said, Mr. Steve, please. This is not multiple streams of suffering.
every day, every room. Like you wake up,
Yeah.
you have to work, and today they will tell you, okay, this is the rule for today.
You know when I said multiple streams of soccer, I didn't understand what I meant by that.
Okay, let's.
What I meant was you being in a workplace a whole day, going back home by 4 o'clock. The next day you are running to one home lesson.
Yeah.
You don't be rested. He's going to spend like 2 hours there. Then you finish from there, you go to another house for another 2 hours. Then at night, by like my friend was saying the other guy, 12 o'clock, you are calling his son. So that's in United States. We are supposed to at least rest there. You start all over again. You now stay online.
I even have.
So what more do you want to that?
So even the not being paid properly is even part of the burnout we're talking about.
Yes.
So you feel that you're getting money from here, but you've not really calculated the fact that how many hours of rest are you really getting. At least the brain needs.
No, we really don't think of how many hours.
36 or 8 hours, right? You're not calculating like, come on, I'm not really having enough rest. Let me not break down one day. You're just seeing the money. Oh, the money is there, but not knowing that you're actually taking a large portion of your life.
Yeah, that's true. And even the times that you feel you are resting, you are not. You are thinking, because teaching is both mental, emotional, physical strength. You're using it, so you are thinking like, okay, how do I make this student? How do I introduce the lesson? How do I summarize my lesson note? Lots of things. It's not. I've been had times where you were sleeping. Yeah, teaching aids.
The next lesson will be
Yeah.
Interesting.
we're not originating, no, but
Of course.
you deliver that lesson that day.
Yes.
Thinking about
Can I surprise you? There's this school I know, I don't really want to make mention of. That school, when it's time for them to pay teacher salary, that's the time they start telling you that if you don't submit, like during exams period though, the teacher has worked on the results and everything is ready. They'll say no, you have to submit next 2 weeks lesson plan before they pay your salary. You'll just find one flimsy excuse and bring your fan. Say, okay, you have to.
I call those
you have
ones
to submit
demonic
statistics,
schools. Yeah.
But the most important thing is the result. The result is there. But
Yeah.
still, other ones are second. They pay my money for the work I have done. You want to put another tax ahead. What do you call that? You see the teachers struggling to meet up. You see that sometimes they won't. You see them living like a married woman leaving school by 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
She has children. She has a husband that she has to go and look. She has that pension and the family, but she has to abandon them just to meet up to school time so that they can pay her salary. What do you call that? I don't know witchcrafting. What more can you do?
Demonic. It is.
the husbands actually pull out their wives. I had a colleague that the husband said, my wife is no longer working. And this woman, the task she was doing, she was even heavily pregnant. She was in charge of cooking and baking. She was a class teacher. She was taking agricultural science for year 10 to 12. She was doing a whole lot. In fact, when the husband came and he told the owner of the school that I'm going to submit a designation that
On behalf of my wife.
I used to want to do all of this, and the funny thing is, the reward system in schools are actually very poor.
Very, very
They
poor.
won't even regard you, but make one mistake. The accountant is already checking how to deduct your salary.
Yeah.
And what I told myself, there's a particular event that happened in school. I tried to meet up my tax. Like, those 10 subjects I was taking, I did my lesson plan.
Did you just say 10 subjects?
10 subjects, including CCA, I was taking it. That's 13. You know,
I'm still trying to wrap my head.
10 subjects.
sometimes I'll shoot those during that year's turn as full. As plastic. That's what they do. Oh my goodness. Because I had to, my diaries was intact, registers and everything. Because I actually did that. I stayed up late. In fact, my colleague that stays in the lodge would tell me, Miss Space, I saw you night on online. I was actually working. I did that because the midterm break was actually coming. I know most times schools do not like to give you complete week, but I was thinking they would actually give us from Wednesdays to Friday. I stayed up late to complete my tasks, only coming to come to school on Wednesday. Like, I already packed my bag. After work, I was going to travel to rest because I was actually thinking of treating malaria. I got to work and the HOS was saying, oh, DQA are coming to school next week. We need all statutory records to be in check. Nobody is going for break.
Like, so you see the mission.
I'm telling you. I worked in a school like that.
And I gave him everything. I'm like, sir, please, I'm not feeling too good. You're leaving these learners that come to school to learn 1 week break. And me that is supposed to teach them and like, you know, care for them. You are saying no break. The mom told me that, no, they cannot give some teachers breaks. Everybody's coming. That was the day I told myself, please, if anything should happen today, the mom asked what's the job. Please, 3:57. I'm already waiting. 4 o'clock. I'm already signing out. I'm going home. I believe that day I'm done for that day. The next day I'll continue for where I stopped.
Yeah.
Don't kill me. Highest thing, you come to the office to speak English. After speaking English, you go home. Do you understand? So in some schools,
Most schools actually, I think school heads, they also need, some of them, they are the problems that teachers have. I hope they will see this and hear what I'm saying or hear what we are saying. Yeah, you can go ahead.
One of the major challenges that causes this burnout is heavy paperwork. That paperwork, like you have to writing. Those like it's not easy writing. Your brain is also functioning.
You're writing, you're marking.
Classroom again to go and you still have to teach that.
You still write on the board.
Write on the board. It's not an easy thing. So that is one of the causes of the burnout. Heavy load of just paperwork.
And then you are given 10 subjects.
And you are asked to write for 10 subjects. Like, it's not easy. It's not easy. If you look at it, you see that period.
We're not even talking about the class size.
Sometimes we're managing difficult children, like
And you now have challenging kids in class, special needs.
different teaching method to apply so that they could understand what you are teaching.
And they don't even understand that sometimes the workload does not make you reach out to those special children in your class or those that have challenges properly the way you will want to, not because you don't want to, but because you don't have time and the workload is just too much for you.
Schools that actually care, they actually introduce some special
needs.
educator.
Few of them, and some of them,
I actually worked in a school where I worked as the consultancy. We were just working on special kids. So once we have a special kid in a school, my boss would send us there. So I actually worked with kids with ADHD, dysgraphia, yes, and autism. So, but some schools, I've actually worked in a school that they will tell you, manage the child. How do you expect me to be teaching 17 children in a class and then this child is making noise? How do you expect me to manage my class? So but some schools, they don't even care. And you cannot really blame the schools, because I feel if the parents are actually interested in the educational performance of their kids, they will do something about it. But these parents, they just want to send the child away. Like, just go to school. Let me have my peace and quiet. So because if you see parents that are interested in their children, all these special kids, you see they put effort, they want to know how the child is learning and all of that. But some parents, they just want you to go leave the house.
So I still meaning some school policies can actually make teachers burn out. Bad and demonic policies.
Very serious, Demi.
Yeah.
You actually think they're after your life?
Yeah.
You actually think they're after your life?
And so toxic, so much toxic policy. Do we call that a policy even? Nonsense.
I've worked in a school that they'll lock the gates by 4. And then the head of school will sit back and ask you to give her your plans for the next day.
Some of these heads of schools even they need to be.
Say, ma'am, I've already uploaded it on the school drive. She's like, I want to see your physical aids, your instructional materials. And then you see teachers trying to do that. You see the burnout. You see teachers that actually have, they are married teachers that have families. Okay, my sister is an educator, and her kids are in school. She has to pay for extra time so that she can meet.
Yeah.
There are days that you would see her, she's already tired because the teachers are already calling. Of course, playing your child, you are also stressing another teacher over there, and they're already calling.
That happened to me too. Yeah.
And then you're telling your boss, ma, my kids, you say, ma, if you are not submitting the task we asked you to be, please, you're not even. Excuse me, sir, lock the gates.
I've worked in a school like that too. They also do that locking of gates. And it's so bad that, it was so bad rather that there was this teacher, she was a very good economics teacher. Her mom was sick. And they'll tell you the gates man. Sometimes, in some cases, we don't really want to put all the blame on the school head because the school owners mount unnecessary pressure on them. So sometimes you might not want to blame them totally for what they're doing. So they refused her going out. She was told her mom slumped. And it was such, I know we're talking about overworking teachers now. Yes. In this school, it's a day school and you have boarding students. He does not want to employ different hands. He uses us to do both boarding and day job. So there are times I lived there about 8, 9. My grandfather then was alive and he came one day. I was not home by 9. He was like, what kind of stupid school? He was shouting like, where's my granddaughter? Why is she not back from work, you know? So they didn't allow her pass. She had to jump the fence. I don't know how she did that because I did so.
Teachers
and so to survive.
Guess what? The next morning, meeting. We knew before the meeting was called that something was up. And he was screaming. You know, I've never worked with a very rude boss like that. I think he's very rude. You left my brothers alone. Do you know how much they are paying? Now he wasn't even thinking about the life. Her mom, like, and I was like, even if they tell me that my enemy slumped, my enemy, like, I wouldn't even be comfortable to talk about my mom. Like, I was like, is this man okay? Immediately the meeting was over. She went to class, carried her bag, and that's how she left. So some of these school owners, as in, I don't know, but I don't know that it's prayers because it's something else.
I see them like the schools now, like it's more like a cutthroat industry.
What?
A cutthroat industry. That's what I say. They are there to suffocate you.
The great.
It was.
Honestly, so now that we know, okay, we already know we are in the system, we've been in the system, even those that are probably are seeing this and they want to get into the system, they should know what they are getting into. What to expect. So since I think the summary is most school heads, they don't care. They don't care about you. So how do we make sure that we are sane, we are alive for our families, we are still there, strong for our own selves to pursue our own dreams? Because we need ourselves at the end of the day.
So you were talking about taste.
Yes.
Okay. First I'll say we should listen to music, cool music. It helps. It helps with the mind. It helps. So you can think straight, at least. I mean, going by what you would see in school, talking with the children and all that music helps a lot from the research I saw. And then if you're the type that loves reading, why not engage yourself with that? You can get a book, find time to read a book.
But the question is, when do you get the time? I used to like reading a lot. When I started teaching, I still read, but very slow. Like reading one book for 1 year, and I'm not done. Oh, okay.
Not having enough time for yourself, you can create what I call a system plan. It's a plan for yourself where you can at least make out 1 day
in
a week.
Okay.
Yourself where you say, today is a no work day. No work day, you're not touching your book, you're not touching your system, nothing.
Okay.
So with that, you can use
that to attend to other things instead of work.
I really like that point, right?
You can work in school, go home, continue working, and all that. You just work.
Of course.
And all
Yeah.
that. Making out time, draw that system plan for yourself can help you know how to manage your time.
And I think it will help you know how to still manage your life. Because most teachers, I was telling someone today that one reason why teachers are being stereotyped as poor is because we don't have time. The minute you get into the industry, you're working, you don't have time to read and develop yourself. Yeah. So you don't tend to get other skills, like maybe let me get the tech skill in addition to what I'm doing. No timing for that. You're not reading, you're not doing any course or anything. So I like that.
That skill thing is very important.
Yeah.
A teacher who told me he doesn't have any skill on it. Really?
What time was you?
You're marking, you're writing lesson notes, you're preparing
On the
for.
weekends, you are still engaged.
Sometimes we go on Saturdays.
Yes, you are still engaged. So what time would you even have?
That's if you are not working for a church that tells you to go and do ushering on Sunday.
I've seen a school that
At the church, so it's the staff mandatory. They have like timetable, so you have to be in church to take care of the kids in the Sunday school.
so you are working in two places now. For the
I'm telling you, like,
So let's say, okay, concerning the self-care,
Yes.
okay, we have emotional self-care, we have time management, self-care, and the physical self-care.
Yeah.
So in the emotional, I feel you should do more of meditation. Just try just because something you had still said, if you have to put in a sticky note, put it there and
yeah,
walk, load it, finish.
exactly.
Because you keep doing it, it doesn't end. So just tell yourself, okay, I need to do this. Then get hobbies, like she said. If it's reading, I love dance. So whenever the party is, oh my God, you see. I would party on Sunday. I come to work on Monday. I would do when you have a restful weekend. So read for the physical self-care, engage in exercises. If you want to gym, then actually go into gym, go hiking. For the time management, I think we should be able to know how to manage your tasks as a teacher.
Yes, very important. And be proactive too.
Yes, as much as we're saying that there is a huge burnout in the system, we're not for teachers that would not deliver the work exactly. Yeah, just try to make, if you have a very big work task, try to put it like
Yes.
a task. Do the one that is more important.
Yeah.
Yes, and then I actually feel you should be able to say no. You must see why. If they call you, tell them, please, I can't. No, you don't have to be rude about it. And just tell them, excuse me, sir. Yes, I understand.
Totally decline, right?
It's for this particular task, but I would like to say that I cannot be able to do it. Because if you keep taking it, yes, one day you slop. And nobody will do anything about it.
you don't have the limits to the task.
Do you want to have health?
There's no limit. No.
There's no limit. Healthcare services. So,
Okay, it's your creative. Sorry, I just want to add something there about taking care of yourself. Sometimes, I know I talked about this one time in one of my schools, and then a teacher asked me, that has to do with money. Telling me to take care of myself, I have to take myself out.
Yeah, it's true. That's one myth that we need to. Yeah, we need to take out. I had that thought before too. Back then.
It doesn't help. You must not have money to take care of yourself.
Yeah.
Go out, meet people, look for someone. Yes, we'll talk a lot when it comes to our profession.
Yeah.
People you're talking to are young ones. It's not the same as when you're talking to your mates.
yes.
You need someone to talk to. You need someone you guys
Share your feelings with, your down moments. Of course, no.
So just meet people, make new friends, and see how to relate. Let's talk with that. Yeah, it's not great.
But none of us here is talking about the school management, trying to help teachers manage burnout.
I was going to go to that. No, we already talked about policies, right? Yes. Some policies should be changed. I hope they see this. Should they we'll pray, they will see it. So policies has to be changed, honestly. So I keep saying, in the whole of the 19 years I taught, it's only one school that understood what empathy
Yes.
was. There were times where I was going crazy. My daughter was ill, seriously ill. Most of the times I will not be in school. They will call me and they're checking up on something. I'll be like, oh, hope they don't. Ivy, are you okay? You know, this kind of thing. And there was this day I was just in the hospital. Before I knew it, the head of school, she told the owner of the school, and they sent me 50K. I'm like, whoa, I didn't ask for that. I got back, everybody was checking up on me. They were like, I hope you're okay, to make sure that my mental health was in a good place. I've never worked, like all other schools I've worked in, I've never seen that. Bad policies, no, they don't have empathy. But they want teachers to have empathy. They thought you put yourself in this kid's place, but the management and some kids, they don't put themselves in the teacher's place. They act like they've not even taught in the classroom. They don't know the demands that you are even facing.
So much they haven't taught.
That's even a wrong thing. Yes, it's true. Some of them actually has not taught.
She's got teaching and she is into law. She has never been into the school system, but she just feels okay. She's heard that with the school is a very good business. And then it was very funny because we are talking, but she's not really understanding what
yeah.
She knows how to sack and employ. You understand what I'm saying? Just sack and employ. So she was getting information from different heads. I worked in a school that all of a sudden our boss said that we'll be wearing white and black to work.
As waitress.
Wait on Monday, Tuesdays, and Thursdays. And she said, if you must be in school on Friday, in our cultural attire, you have to be in a full regalia. Like I should tell you, Nikogolu.
So people are coming for wedding ceremony, man.
Asked me, Adonia, Miss Phrase, why are people looking like piloting? I said, oh, that's a school uniform. Do you understand?
That's imposing.
I feel imposing what you like. She was like, hotel staff have uniforms. She had gone to a restaurant and they have uniform. I'm like, Matt, he's an educational.
I don't understand. Yeah.
How you dress? These parents will address you that way.
Yeah.
The question you're supposed to ask is, are you paid like hotel staffs? Are you paid like backers? You are paying me peanuts and you expect me to go and dress like...
Do you understand?
Or do you even have clothing allowance?
Yes, I'm just like a senator. Yeah, give me what one I used to eat. Or manage myself.
Wearing white to work with kids. You know, sorry, I was going to say, you know, head of schools are actually seen as like a connector between the staff and the owner of the school.
Yes, that's why they need to do better.
A huge impact is made by the head of schools.
Yes.
But you can also not blame them because they are also taking a lot of pressure from the owner of the school. But I feel there should be a way.
A way they can relate.
Relate to owners and actually talk to them.
Yeah.
If that's why you see most schools, they keep having different teachers.
Yes.
And it causes withdrawal of kids.
Yeah.
That's true.
They need to know that it affects their system.
Yes. But then, you know, during the PT session, we tell the parents, I am looking out for your kids. I would give you the best. In fact, I worked in the school 2 years, no increment of salary. And then the parents actually stood up and asked, and I was like, during the PTCM, I'm like, ma'am, how often do you increase your teacher salary and all of that? And she said, how do we, when do we increase it? Every September, sir. September came and gone. I didn't say anything. In fact, I had to pack my room.
Okay, they were answering with faith.
Oh my God. You know, the head of school came one time and told us during a gathering, oh, I want to let the cat out of the bag. This month. Increment that month. When it was time for the salary, he told us, I'm sorry for letting the cat, but something...
The cat's one bad thing back.
The cat is okay. Increases. You know, I was angry. I was like, what's going on? Hey, God. It's a lot, too.
It's a lot.
And then when you finally tell them you want to be, that is where you understand your impact.
Yeah.
And my head also was telling me, okay, what are they offering you there? We can
Exactly.
I'm like, so you can actually offer me.
Yeah, that's another thing.
2 years. I was aiming 60,000. They will remove, with all those workloads, I didn't tell you I was the counselor of the school. I was still the counselor. So when our senior students actually think, they will say, go and need space. I had office that you know me do. Do you understand? Like, I was doing the work of an academic staff.
So how can you even cancel in that kind of environment?
I'll tell them, meet me after school, come to the office. You know, sometimes the boss, their parents are there to speak. It was a lot. So, Fizz, I've been there. I can never be there again. You stress me. Move. I had a laptop. I'll just quickly type in caps lock. Signation later. Just know your onions.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's it. Just know your onion. Yeah. Okay, we've said a lot today, and I hope that we've passed a very important message to our dear audience out there. We hope that our school heads will do better, and school owners, school management, they will do better, because teachers actually being burnt out, and it is not a good one for the system. They need to know that their system is also affected. So they should start seeing it from that light, that angle, right? So I'm glad to have Ms. Praise, Mr. Steve, and Ms. Tina. Thank you once again for coming. We hope to see you in more episodes. So this is what we call it a wrap. I'm Ivy Agogowa, your host again. See you in the next episode. Bye.